All right, we're live. Okay, second beer of the night, second and last for review. Anyway, we got plenty of other stuff, but this one's interesting. And of course, I'm always interested in what comes from Moosehead these days when it comes to their small batch stuff because they've been pretty much killing it for the most part. Um, and this one looked really interesting to me. Sort of hits the sweet spot with me, style wise. This is from their small batch series, their scratch series, and their small batch series. So there is a difference here. This limited edition scratch series is inspired by our passion to experiment and brew unique recipes from scratch. So it's like we got our small batch brewery, and within that brewery, where we're doing like main small batch stuff that we're like planning out ahead of time. I guess this one is like, we got some ideas here and there for other recipes. Now this could be total bullshit. It might be just copy on the can to make it sound like, oh, this is a little bit more rustic and authentic and special, and take that for what it's worth. I don't give a fuck as long as the beer's good. They can bullshit me all they want. But yeah, I'm not gonna. So this is number 58 in their scratch series, I guess. So the 58th thing they've done, just as a like, hey, let's see if this works. But this is their oatmeal brown ale. Here we go. 5.7% alcohol by volume. So if they're sticking somewhat to traditional like style representation and stuff, this goes a little outside the English nut brown ale, which is usually like low alcohol to like maybe 5%. Oh no, wait. No, I think. Let me think on that. No, I think I'm right. I think most traditional English brown ales tend to top off around 5%, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, it's 5.7%, 25 IBUs, and let's see. Did they say what they put in this thing? I don't want tasting notes. Yeah, okay, so it does have barley, does have oats. So they're putting oats in this to like make it smoother, I guess, is kind of what they're going for here. So it's a bit of beefier kind of brown ale than what you might be used to. And they've got oats in it to like kind of smooth it out a little bit. So because maybe the alcohol is a little bit more aggressive or something. I don't know. We'll see. I'm excited to try it though. And I don't think this is going for like any sort of American side of the spectrum. Like they said, 25 IBUs. I don't think they're like trying to up the hop sort of bill here or anything like that. So I don't think we have to worry about any sort of like super fruity estery kind of things messing with the actual flavor profile, if I'm to guess here. But let's pour this and see. She's looking dark brown. Head's looking tan. Yeah, it's very much a dark brown, tan head. To the eye, anyway. If you, excuse me, put some light through it, I'm sure you'll get some ruby red highlights there. But it's looking very brown. Head's a little tannish, not full on tan, but all right. I miss anything on the can? I don't want flavor notes and stuff. Yeah, but for Moosehead. All right. Let's go to the aroma. Right up front, there's a bit of a light milk chocolate kind of aroma here. A little bit of a nuttiness, a little bit of a toastiness in the background, which gives me hopes that this is going to taste really good because those are Those are on style notes for a brown ale. Mm. Brown ales don't tend to be roasty; they tend to be toasty, right? And they have more of a nut or even like a biscuit kind of malt flavor. It smells good. Mm. Yeah, just some nice classic brown ale notes in there. Smells pretty good. So we're gonna go to the taste. Cheers. Mm, it's nice. Again, it's got more. It's got a this mild milk chocolate kind of flavor overall from the malt. Um, in behind it, I'm getting just a nice sort of dry, nutty kind of a character to it, and it's very smooth and very light bodied. In fact, a little bit lighter than I would have expected, honestly, because these are usually fairly malt forward beers in both like flavor and a little bit more mouthfeel. Mm. This is nice. This is on the slightly less sweet, drier finish side of things with a the sort of nut brown style, the brown ale style. Um, a lot of the like I could think of like say Garrison nut brown, a little bit sweeter than this, a little bit more on the sweeter side. This is definitely going for a drier, um, more chocolate, but like less sweet chocolate, if that makes sense. Mm. Nice. I don't even know why this is 5% of 5.7% alcohol by volume. Doesn't seem like it needs to be. I don't know. Maybe there's some sort of technical thing that I don't know about that they'd had to have it kind of brew out to that. Could be could be possible. But it feels like this would be just as good at 5%. Um, this is good. This is really good. It's simple. There's like not a lot of super interesting things going on. It's very honestly close to style. I don't even know if the oatmeal makes a super big difference here. I mean, it is smooth and silky, but like those aren't things that necessarily elevate the style in my mind in any way necessarily. Yeah, it's fine. It's a fine little experiment, I guess, that kind of just gives you a really good brown ale. I'm not going to complain about that. Yeah. They say also I should expect coffee and caramel in here. I mean, I guess caramel, but like very subdued caramel. It's more the chocolate that I'm getting. Coffee, not really. Not really. It's not even, it's a brown ale. It's not supposed to be roasty either. So it's not like I'm going to get like a kind of a coffee roast character or anything. Um, Flavor, not really coffee either, I don't think. there's not enough like bitterness there really to justify that assessment. Um, yeah, this is really good. I like it. It's drinkable. It's perfectly good for the style. I've had better brown ales. Uh, I know I have. Of course, they're not coming to memory because I'm getting into an old man stage here where I forget things, and I should probably have Untapped so I can just check this stuff really quick. But I'm never going to do that, so fuck that. Yeah, style wise, I'd throw an 8 at it. It's really good. It's a solid representation of the style. It's very simple. It's probably going to be uninteresting for a lot of people who try it. It's just going to be like, oh, that's a brown ale, huh? Okay. And they don't really appreciate the style necessarily. They'd rather have like the hop burn, or they'd rather have like the juicy IPAs or something along those lines, and that's fine. More power to them, whatever they want to drink. More oatmeal brown ale for me. So 8 for style. Personal preference. I feel like most people could tell by the tone of this review that I liked it, but I'm not like super excited by it. It's just kind of like mid-tier Moosehead small batch stuff where it's just like, yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty decent. It's not a world beater or anything like that, but it's pretty decent. So like, 7. So 8 for style, 7 for personal preference. It's all right. If you like a good solid brown ale that's, like within kind of traditional kind of standards, then you might want to pick this up. Try it out. Like I said, it's the Scratch series, so these are generally pretty limited. I don't know if they bring any of them back or not. I can't seem to recall if they have, or if they've like made them, regular rotation in their small batch brewery. A lot of these are just kind of like one and done, I think. So you might want to give it a shot. You just want a little something different. And it's like not a lot of people make brown ales these days necessarily. A couple of the craft breweries around here do it, but it's not necessarily a super readily available style for people necessarily. I'm saying necessarily a lot tonight. I just picked up on that. I apologize. Anyway, cheers, motherfuckers. Have a good one. Thanks for watching. And we'll be back when we're back. I don't know. Hopefully sooner than the last goddamn time. It's been what? A month or more since I did a review? It's been a rough couple months. So, but life seems to be getting back on track a little bit. So hopefully I can get back to doing some more reviews. I dare say it, there's some hazy selections in the NSLC that I've been avoiding, but it's like maybe if I want to do reviews on a more regular schedule, I might have to start popping some of those into the rotation here, but we'll see. Anyway, cheers, guys. Have a good one. Bye-bye.